Man, I haven't worn this in a long time. I should have worn this in the video, sorry. I am a Mario fanatic. Maybe not a fanatic, but I have been a fan of Mario for many, many years. And Mario will always hold a place in my heart. Even if I don't care about the newer stuff and what Nintendo has done lately, there's always a part of me that will love the Mario Brothers. Mario, Peach, Luigi, Toad, Bowser. Nintendo Direct is unleashing the Super Mario Bros. Movie trailer at some point. I don't know when it's going to start, but I feel like I need to point out there was a Super Mario Bros. Movie, and I need to say that because a lot of people seem to have forgotten. There was a Super Mario Bros. Movie that came out in 1993 with Bob Hoskins, John Leguizamo as Mario and Luigi, Dennis Hopper as Bowser. In the movie, it was called King Koopa, but whatever. It flopped. You have to understand, that was the first time that a video game got turned into a movie. During that time, nobody knew what they were doing. Super Mario Bros., Double Dragon, Street Fighter movie, nobody knew what they were doing. And the games that they were adapting really didn't have any storylines. Super Mario Bros. Had a bit of a plot, but not much. Mario and Luigi are in the Mushroom Kingdom, and they found out that leader of the Mushroom Kingdom, Princess Peach, has been kidnapped by Bowser, who is known as the King of the Koopas. Mario goes through 8 worlds throughout the Mushroom Kingdom to rescue Princess Peach. Not much of a plot there, but it's iconic. It is iconic. But the movie came out, the Mushroom Kingdom was like a dystopian, futuristic society straight out of Blade Runner. Bowser didn't look anything like Bowser. Yoshi is in the movie for a brief time. The wrong approach was taken with the film. It flopped. The original movie has gained sort of a cult following for 2 reasons. One, because of Super Mario Bros. Nintendo probably had some involvement with it at some point, and they even featured it in a Nintendo Power article. But other than that, Nintendo didn't like the results. And the second reason was that some people think it's not as bad as you would assume. I actually owned a copy of it once. It was only released on VHS and DVD, and the DVD wasn't very good. The DVD was non-anamorphic, meaning that it wouldn't fill up the whole screen. So if you try to watch it on your TV nowadays, your player of choice, mine being the PS4, would not recognize it's a widescreen movie. That was a problem. And another problem was that it was bare bones, meaning that there were no extras, no bonus features, nothing. I loaned it out to a friend of mine and I never got it back. I'm actually not going to rebuy it because I'm waiting for the Blu-ray release to come out. There's this group of people known as the Super Mario Bros. Movie Archive. And what they're trying to do is they collected everything they can find from the 1993 movie, and they're trying their best to get a Blu-ray release in the United States. There was a Blu-ray release in Europe and Asia that I know of, but not in the United States. Hold on. Okay, something's happening. Okay, we're on.
Hello everyone, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto. As we previously mentioned, in today's Nintendo Direct, we'll reveal the first trailer for the Super Mario Bros. Animated movie for the very first time. This Nintendo Direct is also being broadcast simultaneously at New York Comic Con. Hello, New York Comic Con! It's been nearly 40 years since the original Mario Bros. Game was released in Japan. Today, lots of people around the world are playing Mario games. Thank you all so much.
I don't know if you can hear me.
Finally, the world of Super Mario Bros. Will become an animated movie.
I'm going to add the trailer later
Chris
in the editing room.
From Illumination for a long time, from brainstorming and all the way through production.
Yeah, the reason why you waited so long was because the first time you did it was a disaster. Didn't look anything like Mario at all.
Now, I'd like to hear from Chris-san, my good friend and great partner for the movie. Let's bring him in. Chris-san.
Thank you, Miyamoto-san. I am speaking on behalf of our directors, Michael Jelinek, Aaron Horvath, and the entire Illumination crew of artists when I tell you that producing the Super Mario Bros. Movie with you and your team at Nintendo has been an absolute privilege. Our crew is filled with Mario fanatics, and they're bringing the very best of their talent to this film every day.
Every single person in the production team were Mario fanatics. Okay.
We're
gives me hope.
knee-deep into lighting and compositing. Composer Brian Tyler heads to the scoring stage in just 11 days. He's been working hand in hand with Koji Kondo to integrate classic themes from the game into the film's score. Miyamoto-san, it's been over 7 years since we first started talking about making this movie together. And it is thrilling to finally be here to show the very first look at footage with Mario fans at Nintendo Direct and at New York Comic Con. Miyamoto-san, shall we go ahead and introduce some of our cast?
Okay, Chris-san. Now, I'll introduce two of the stars from this movie. Both of them love Nintendo games and made this into a really fun movie. Are you ready?
Growing up, man, I spent hours of my life stomping Koopas in the original Mario Brothers arcade game at my local laundromat. And then, of course, it came out on Nintendo, and I played that, maybe years of my life.
What he's referring to
it's
was
an honor,
Super Mario.
truly, to
Before
be
Super Mario
able to
Bros.,
see
Mario
and
had
created
his
those
first real
memories.
big recognition, not just with Donkey Kong, but
It's
also the arcade game Mario Bros.,
been a
in which you're
lifelong dream of
basically
mine.
in sort of a
Mario.
sewer plant
Um,
trying to stomp on turtles and crabs.
Thank you, Chris-san, Jack-san. All right then. Thank you all for waiting. Let's press the start button.
All right, here we go. This is Bowser's Fury. Kamek? Yeah. Oh, he speaks, thank God. Okay. It's kind of funny.
That is but a taste of our fury. Do you yield? I do not.
Wow, Bowser's more powerful than I thought.
Now who's gonna stop me? What is this place?
Hmm.
I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine.
Come on, Mario! Mushroom Kingdom, here we come!
And Luigi.
I want to thank all of you for being part of this moment with us, and we're excited to share even more footage in the coming months.
I'm looking forward to it too. What do you think will happen during Mario's adventure in the Mushroom Kingdom? Production of the movie is going well. Currently, like with any Nintendo game, we're working on the finishing touches. I hope you're looking forward to the next trailer. It'll be a great experience watching the Super Mario Bros. Movie in movie theaters. You'll get to see the Mushroom Kingdom on the big screen. Look closely
Yeah,
and spot
Mario doesn't
all
really
sorts of
sound like
faces.
him.
This film can be enjoyed by people of all ages, so I hope you'll get to a movie theater and cheer for Mario. That's all for today. We'll see you next spring in movie theaters. Thank you.
I have questions. I think we know what the plot's gonna be. Bowser comes down and he tries to steal all of his stars. Maybe kidnap Princess Peach. Maybe. That's what I'm hoping for. Maybe. And Mario, I think I know what's going on. Have you ever watched the Super Mario Bros. Super Show? Mario gets, in the intro, he gets like sucked down in the bathtub and then he gets transported to the Mushroom Kingdom, or something like the Mushroom Kingdom. I think that's what they're doing. If you ever watched the 1993 movie, they were plumbers from Brooklyn, New York, and they get sucked into the Mushroom Kingdom, and all this stuff happens, as you know. I think what's really going on here is that I think maybe they're trying to press the reset button, trying to pretend that the 1993 movie never happened. Who are those penguins anyway? And I wish I was wearing a Mario shirt right now, but I have a Mario poster up in my room right now. Man, I haven't worn this in a long time. I should have worn this in the video, sorry. So now that we have the hat on, now we can actually, this is my first time doing a live stream. I haven't done this by myself, so I'm a little out of focus. Sorry about that. So far, I really don't have any expectations with this movie because you've seen the 93 movie. It's kind of obvious, but I don't know what to expect. I really don't know what to expect. There are two good things about this movie that I'm looking forward to. One, Bowser speaks English. Thank the gaming gods. Because my biggest problem with the Mario franchise, outside of the fact that Bowser's an awesome character, the problem is that he never speaks a word of English. In this movie, they corrected it. So I actually predicted this. When this movie was announced. I said, please, the one thing that we need to do is have Bowser speak English. That is the one thing I want to, whatever the outcome of this movie will be, the only thing I want out of this movie, well, actually two things. One, Charles Martinet being Mario, and two, Bowser speaking English. They got one of those, which is Bowser speaking English, which is beautiful. The other thing is Charles Martinet, the voice of Mario, is not here. He's in the movie somewhere, but he's not here. I don't know why they did that. It's animated in the same way as their version of the Lorax. Who knows exactly what the whole plot's gonna be, but I think it's just kind of a generic title. The Super Mario Bros. Movie, just kind of a generic title. The 93 movie was just called Super Mario Bros. I give this trailer a B-, just because it's so vague. Hopefully that will improve over time. Hopefully the movie will be okay. My expectations are relatively low, which is probably a good thing after what happened last time. I am thinking of rewatching that movie. I think I've seen a lot of clips from it, but I never watched it like all the way through. This might be a good opportunity for me to revisit it. I don't think we should forget about the original one. I don't think we should. Why? Because of its significance in film history as the first adaptation of a specific video game. Who knows? Who knows? Thanks for watching.